Hello, good morning, and welcome to today's Bold Trail Academy. Steve, what do we got in store today?
We're going to learn how to do some technology to advance your open house process.
That's right. That's right. So what our intent is today is to show you guys how to set up for an open house. And Steve and I met yesterday, and he said, "Look, let's not get out the fire hose of information. Let's give little pieces of information and be very accurate with it in the messaging." And so we're going to show you just a couple basic things when it comes to setup. So let me get my screen share going.
Just to expand upon that, these small bits of information, we wanted to create 3 to 5 minute, really specific examples of a task so that they'll be recorded on BoldTrail. So you don't have to sift through 15 to 30 minutes. We just want to have, here's how you do the squeeze page.
Yes.
Or maybe here is how you get to the technology center and creating collateral like a door hanger.
So we're going to get into it here. Before I jump in, I just want to bring your attention to my school platform. This is the Bold Trail Academy, and last week's recording is right here in this classroom. Steve, I created a classroom just for this series. I'm not sure how many weeks this is going to go. Right now, I'm thinking it's going to be 5 weeks, but as we get into it and really look at it, Steve is going to put guardrails on me, guardrails, so that I deliver the information to you guys in small chunks that you can digest and I don't overwhelm. So that's really what our intent is. And so let's jump in and get started. So what we're looking at is we're looking at the Bold Trail Open House is what we're calling it. And within that space, we look at what can we do to leverage the technology in the platform to really maximize our open house. And when I say that, I'm saying that when you get your listing, let's use the tools to lead generate. Lead generate from the day you get the listing. I'm going to show you how to create a landing page with lead gen built into it. And then when you go out, like we just had Jason, he got up early this morning and canvassed the neighborhood. I'm going to show you how to create that canvassing material directly from KV Core to where it really takes very little effort to do. So let's jump into it. What I'm doing is I'm going in and I'm taking a look at company listings. And so within company listings, these are all of the EXP listings. And what I'm doing is I'm choosing this listing right here from Patricia. Patricia has this new listing, came on the 26th, fairly new listing. And so I already have it up. This is the page that's built into every single listing with your KV Core. So this is the page. And what we're going to do is go into this. And I want to show you first off how to create a landing page for this. And the landing page will have the lead gen in it. So this is the property. As you can see, it comes up. This is all of the data we have. I don't really market Sacramento too much. How many matching buyers do I have for this in my database? I have none. And the reason I don't have any, Steve, is because I don't focus my marketing in this area of Sacramento. So I'm not surprised by that.
But if we did that with 95747, we'd probably find 15 or 20 in your database you've been working on for
That's
the
right.
boosts and stuff.
That's right.
Yep.
Because we, are advocates for what we call digital domination of your farm, where you focus all your activity in one area. I don't work this area. But as you go down this path, you're going to see that when you focus your activity, you really gain more traction. And so what I'm going to do is go in to Web and IDX. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard so that everyone's on the same page. I'm going to go down here to Web and IDX. And we'll wait for this to come up. And within Web and IDX, we get into pages. And I'm going to go to this open house. Okay, so you guys, I know I go through this quick. That's why we have the recordings. Join the school platform and it's there for you. So this is the standardized page that comes up. Okay, so all this is just placeholder information. But down here, you can see it has the lead capture. So if you use this at the beginning of your listing and attach it to all of your social posts, send it out to clients who are interested, send it to your seller, maybe. You know, we could sit here and think of all the different places we could use this, but the important thing is that it is going to be under my domain, alexdyer.com, and it has lead capture in it. This is different than the listing page that we get built into our platform. You don't have the lead capture within this. So I just wanted to make that distinction. So within this, now we have to go through and we have to start changing these things around. And so the first thing, obviously, is we're going to put the address in there. So I go in, we're on Eastbrook Way, 460 Eastbrook. And so we go in here. Was it Way? Eastbrook Way. And we are in Sacramento. Okay, so obviously you could expand on that if you wanted to and put more information in there. So Eastbrook is one word. So let's fix my typing here. All right, so we have our address in. Now this get a quote button. Down or over here, you can change all of this information and get a quote. If you don't want it in there, you could simply delete it. If you don't like the color of it, you can come over here and go, well, I don't care for that color. I want to go with more of a blue. All of this stuff is very easy to change. And the cool thing is that if you don't like what you come up with, you could always go back and change it. It's not evergreen. You can change it around. And so we want to put a link in there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my home page. And I can put any one of these pages in here. So what would I want to do? I connect on Zoom. I'm going to go with contact me. And so I'm going to copy this page and we'll go ahead and put that link in there. So now we have that part done. Now, what about this image? Steve, do you think that's a good image for what we got going?
It's a good image for people not to click on because they're going to think we're crazy.
All right, so let's look up Sacramento. And I'm going to go to images.
Let's find the bridge, the Golden Bridge, or the ziggurat.
I Street Bridge.
Maybe we'll get a shot with that with the zig in the back.
So we can choose any one of these. I don't know why the I Street isn't coming up.
How did you get there? Get these pictures?
I'm just searching on Google.
Okay.
Claudia, that's a great question. We're going to hold for Q&A at the end, and I put a message in the chat if everyone could just please stay on mute so we can get the recording clean.
So I'm I Street Bridge, and I'm just going to images. So within this, oh, it's Tower Bridge. That's what it is. Thank you, Mark. There it is. Let's go with this one.
I love it. That's the one I was hoping for.
Okay. So I'm just going to do a screenshot. Take that screenshot, get it right there. Now let's go back over here. Okay, so we want to change this image. So I've clicked on the image itself. You go over here to the editing, and I'm going to change this image. I'm going to upload it. And it's on my desktop right there. Now, guys, this is a little tedious. you're going to sit down and spend some time going over this. But if you do it in the beginning, there you go. What do you think?
I think we shrink it a little, but it's a great exercise so people
Yeah.
understand how to place a photo, and that's really the goal for today.
Yeah. So we're going to change things around. Now let's go down to images of the property. So within the property, we can come in here and look at the gallery. And let's take a look at the images.
It's always great to do a front image and maybe a living room kitchen image if we have an open concept.
Yeah. Let's go over here to the page that we have. And we'll look at these images. So there's the front of the house. I'll take a screenshot of that. And what else do we want?
Let's see if we've got a nice kitchen shot. There you go. That's always nice.
Now I'm going to take a screenshot and I'm going to leave the open house out of it. And then we'll go in and do we have any of the backyard? Looks like we just have interior photos. Let's take a look.
There you go.
There
The
you
pool. That's what we're looking for right there. That's the money shot.
All right, so now we have the pool. Okay, so now we're going to go back over here and we're going to change this image. And it's a screenshot that I just did. Upload and process.
Frankly, it's a faster process than most people think.
Yeah.
And
So
the
now
more fluid you get.
yeah. So now it's inserted. Obviously, we need to change the size of it. This image here, we're going to go in and change it. And again, I'm just doing this as an example, just to show you guys in detail how to do this. You're going to have to resize these things. You're going to have to work with it. Like I always say, go get your hands dirty with it. And so we will insert the kitchen shot. And you don't have to choose the front of the house and the kitchen. You choose whatever you'd like. But that's the idea. If you wanted to add more photos in there, you certainly could. If you're having an open house, you can put the information in. I'm not going to touch this because we're just doing an example. What's our price on this? It's $650. So we can go back, change this to $650. And then you want to change, so this is just placeholder text for the description. And so we can go in here and we'll take Patty's description and we'll just copy that. You can change it. You don't have to use her description. Ideally, you're doing this for your own listing, but you can go ahead and put it in there. And then obviously you're going to change the bedroom, bathroom, all of these details, change the other picture, your information. So getting down here, I can go in here and I can change this image. Now, again, I use this, so my image, actually, I don't want that.
Put Gary's image in there.
Yeah, I put Gary's in there.
There you go. He looks handsome today.
So I put Gary's image in there. Now, if you, yeah, he does.
Not much though.
If you don't want the secondary agent information in there, you go in and you'll just click out of this. You hit the trash can, you hit the trash can, and then you go and put in obviously your information. The social, you got to put your social links in there.
Now, if you have some of this built out already in the platform, does it auto?
It does not. It
Okay.
does not. You
So
have
you
to do
get
that
proficient
manually.
at it.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing that does take a little bit of understanding of how this stuff works. The address. So the address that it has here is in Chula Vista. Okay, we're not in Chula Vista, you guys. And so within this, I've looked up the address, and this is on Google. I go over here to share, and I say copy link. Actually, I want the embed. So this is that code. So I'm going to copy the code. I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to go to HTML. Come over here. I'm going to select all and paste.
From the relationship and the concept, we can.
And you can see that it's changed now to the Eastbrook way. Okay, that's really the most difficult part. I'm not going to go into detail with the rest of the stuff because number one, I want you guys to go do it on your own. I really like everybody on this call. This is my challenge, Steve, including you.
Okay.
Everybody here, I want you to send me the landing page that you built. You're going to go back and watch this video, and you're going to send me your landing page. You know, you can go and put this information in. This is not hard. I'm not going to take the time to do it. But go ahead and show me that you're using it. And if you run into blocks, just give me a call. Most of the stuff I answer in like 5 minutes. So that's how you build your landing page with your lead generation built into it. So you're able to capture leads, which is something that we can't really do right now with the MLS sites or the page that's built in. Okay. All right. So let's switch over now and let's go in a different direction. I'll go back to my dashboard and I'm going to go into marketing. And I'm going to go into Design Center. Guys, the Design Center is one of the biggest upgrades that we have to this platform. So we go in here to Design Center. And check this out. Right here it says find a listing. Okay. So we're going to go 460. And what is it? It's Eastbrook. So right here, you see how it finds it, Steve?
Very efficient.
It finds it for you. So let's click on that. And then you can go in here and say, I want a door hanger. And it populates the information in there for door hangers. Eastbrook. And there's your door hanger.
It's pretty clean.
You guys, they've made it very easy. They've made it very easy to do. I'm not trying to complicate this stuff at all. I'm just here pressing buttons today. I was preparing for this and I'm like, I didn't feel like I had a whole lot to say because it's so automated, but I think that's what speaks the loudest for me.
I will comment, even with some of the training you've given me, I would go back and watch that video to redo the landing page and the OpenHouse platform and then this door hanger. Simply because just having one exposure isn't enough. So that's why we're hoping to build lots of great collateral on the BoldTrail Academy. So this stuff is simple to go back and refresh and use.
Yeah. And so down here, you can download to print, or you can print with the print service embedded into the platform. Full disclosure, I've never used the print service. Brent gives us a beautiful copy machine, and I take advantage of Brent's copy machine.
Yeah, and I would recommend a local printer for some of these things if you want to start doing this kind of collateral marketing, so you have speed and an understanding of when you create this file, if someone's going to print you some door hangers professionally, how quickly can that be done? And if it can't be done quickly, choose a different method.
And I'm just showing you other material that's available. This is a property flyer.
That's a good looking piece of material.
How about a postcard?
Okay.
Postcard, you got a couple different to choose from. And again, we're not having to create this stuff. It's done for you. Just click the button. You just and you can do it for any listing out there. If you have someone interested in a property and you want to send them a nice piece of marketing material on it, you can certainly do that. We can go into the brochure.
The one thing I'm going to mention to you guys all is that years past, agents did a lot of print material, and it was a very effective way to do marketing. But when emails and all this stuff came on the scene, and I lived the whole process,
Yeah.
we had this moment in time where people switched over completely digital, and it actually worked. But now we're moving back to a combination of digital and print, and the agents that are doing the print piece well are literally dominating.
Yeah.
You can take a neighborhood, and our gal up in Salem,
Yeah.
she literally, you cannot get listings from the neighborhood she's marketing to. Truly, Kim Frazier.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Kim. Yeah.
I hope it's not, I quote her wrong city, but
Yeah.
Northwest.
So it's taking a second to process the video, but it does a video for you. And it's just basically taking all of the collateral photos and putting them into a video. And then you can share it on social, download it, and so on and so forth. So it takes a minute to generate that. Let me show you this again, just so that we're clear where this is. It's in the design. I'll go back to my dashboard. I'm in marketing, and I'm in the design center. And like I say, you go in and find the listing, and you can do this for any listing. Like this is my listing on Fawn Creek, and it just creates the material for you. Super easy to use. So don't be intimidated by it. Guys, that's what I have for you this week. And these are the two things that I feel are probably the most important when you're getting ready to do an open house. Let's use the platform to really leverage in and create every opportunity to be able to generate leads and generate collateral material so you can go and canvas the neighborhood. Steve, I really think that we've become oversaturated with digital media, texting, emails. No one's looking at it.
But it does have a purpose. It does
It
show
does.
your footprint. So before we jump off this one training, I'd like you to go right to your blog section. And I just want to show the amount of blogging you've done from the digital footprint you've created.
Yeah. So the point I want to make, and I was getting at, is that with this process being able to have that print material out there, it's a way of coming back to the old school way of personal touch, getting out, canvassing the neighborhood, sending out mailers. And I think that that's really where we're seeing traction. When you say that's where we're seeing traction right now?
Yeah, and if I could point to the fact there's 226 blogs that Alex has created, and
Yeah.
they're evergreen. They're
Yeah.
out there, and they're literally just there for people to experience and go. And if people want to look up Alex, they're going to think he's a player. And they'll
Yeah.
look you guys up, and will they make a decision which one's going to have a better real estate, acronym than, they're going to maybe choose Alex over you if that's what they're looking at, a digital footprint.
Yeah, and you can see my view count over here. I don't have tremendous reach. I haven't put these out on social yet. And what I'm doing is I feel that NODs and distressed real estate is on the rise right now.
Yep.
And so what I've done is I've put together a series of blog posts that make me the absolute expert in distressed property. And when I put these out, I put them onto my Google business page with the right meta tagging so that when people type in, what do I do when I'm in foreclosure, or I just received an NOD and they're in the Sacramento market, I'm showing up. So these couple of hits that I've had, I know those are coming from my Google business page because that's the only place that I've put these. So what I advocate for when we're looking at the blogging feature is to say, what kind of agent are you? Once you've determined that, create content around that as
Your
an
niche.
agent.
Your niche. And we'll also welcome you guys to the different training that Gary is doing on the 12-week challenges, because in that process, he's going to help you identify your niche.
Yeah.
And this will then tie in. So this is all a digital approach to dominating your farm and your market. Anyways, Alex, I think that's about it for today. I thank you for letting everyone show you flex a little with your blogs.
Before we go, again, I'm on the classroom. And if you're not a member yet, this is the invite link. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go ahead and put it down in the chat. So please join the school platform. That's where I'm putting these videos. One other thing before we go, and it's of note for everybody in EXP, and that is that the workplace site is going away.
It's going to be now Slack.
And so we're switching over to Slack. And so Slack is an app that you download. I've registered the BoldTrail Academy on Slack. It's right here. I'm not 100% sure how this works. I'm not sure if we have an enterprise account through EXP. As I use it more, I'll come back and give you a full report on how Slack works. But I do know that the workplace is going away and we're all going to be on Slack. And I've registered for the EXP couple of pages. And so if you go to workplace and type in Slack, you'll find this email announcing Slack. So I just have that for you. I encourage everyone to go out there and get their Slack account. All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Any questions before we wrap up?
Well, let's actually stop and do the Q&A.
All right.
So do you want them typed in or got them out?